Hello and welcome to another streaming day. And for those of you who care and or celebrate, Happy Valentine's Day. I'm very excited. We're back with our our Suikoden 2 re-playthrough, I guess, because we're trying not to screw it up this. See how well we do. So for anyone who doesn't remember, we are currently in ruins of Badar. And basically, we've got to finish this up, and then we will have we will be able to get into the main city that we need to go to. And oh, we have to fight a boss. But most importantly, we need to see if we can find some orbs. I can't remember if we can. I'm hoping that we can find a water room, or a water orb, which is really good for support. It's got healing actions. So, incidentally, anyway, I hope that you all had a good overly stressful, at least. I know for me it was definitely interesting. It's been an odd sort of, not inherently bad, but just, but like, more importantly, I hope that all is here. Let me try this. There. I moved my my mic up to the front in front of my monitor. Hopefully that'll help with the issues there. More importantly, hi Rev. Hope that you're doing well. Oh, that's not the one I meant. Still got through. Okay, a lot better. Good. And had a good week. Excellent. That's what we like to hear. That's what really matters. Oh, wait, is that it? I guess this is how we get into the... I don't know, would these be considered canals? They seem canal-y. I'm glad that you had a good week, Kev. That's good to hear. Like you said, mine was overall pretty well. Overall pretty good. It was a little bit iffy. I mean, I've just had bad luck with stuff happening. Nobody's fault. Just is. I am not a fan of that. So if anyone doesn't remember, the reason that we are here is because we previously already played through this part. And the problem is that I forgot not one, but two characters that we're able to recruit. So unfortunately, having missed them, I'm like, well, bugger. Now I have to go back and so that's what we're doing. We're redoing the whole thing. But at least at the time, it felt very worthwhile. And besides, Rev said that he like completely restarted a run at one point when it was like right before the final boss because you forgot to recruit somebody. Just saying, it's not just me. Ooh, current project. Yes, I want to see current project. You always have the coolest projects, Rev. It's awesome. I mean, it freaks me out how awesome they are, but still. Yay. Oh. Ooh-wee. Dang it! That's not ideal. So this sucks because I'm finding the stuff that I need, but I can't actually use it because reasons. Basically, the problem that I have is my inventory is already full. I don't have anything that I can use or do. And I don't have access to my storage. So it's not ideal, but we'll figure it out. Figure this out. I'm trying to make sure that I get as much stuff as I can. Again, part of the problem is that I'm gonna end up losing a bunch of my items because I have to throw them out. They don't have space. Ooh, alright, project. Oh, cool! Oh, baby blanket. That's so nice. That looks really cool, Rev. I love it. Now, remind me, just because you have to excuse my ignorance on the topic, but when it comes to stuff like this, there's particular yarn that you should use, right? Because, I mean, it's a baby blanket, so you have to have, like, baby-friendly yarn. Well, if it's not a thing, it should be. Either way, that's the word. And it's vintage yarn. Soft as bright, happy dreams. Oh. But wait, so Rev, where are you getting? Where are you getting vintage yarn? Like, are you going to garage sales and stuff? Oh, machine washable and dryable. That makes sense. I believe that. I believe that. So right now, I'm just trying to figure out where I need to put the square stone. I believe it's somewhere relatively close. Part of the problem with a game like this is it's very difficult to do without having a guide. And so I'm using... Oh, nice! Monthly Stitch Group. Stashing. She has a yarn stable? What? What is... How... What? What even is a yarn stable? Is it like a literal stable, like where you keep horses, but instead it's full of yarn? I mean, if so, that's amazing. It's also extremely impressive. That's a lot of yarn. Oh! I failed. Dash beyond. See, if I was smart, and that's a bait if, I have to say. I should have read that and determined through amazing brain that, hey, that thing uses the same letters as that other thing. Maybe they're related. Alas, however, I am sometimes not so smart. Okay, real quick. Okay, that'll be good enough. Oh! See, now you gotta explain AKA, which also means also known as. Womp womp. I'm so sad. The good news is that we're almost done here in the ruins. Try to go quickly through here. Yay, I'm still low! Oh, here, Rev, I got you. I pat my head for you. It's because I'm so adorable. I am, as they say, a silly Billy. Think. Do people still say that? They probably don't. There we go. Square. Alright, here we go. Time for the bad guy. O opener of doors, all thy desires, all thy wishes, all that is most dear to thee lies here. But beware. Grandpa Genkeku, but he's dead. Oh, Alex. Incidentally, if anyone doesn't remember, the whole reason that we're here is because Alex is able to get a permit that allows him to go into the city that we need to go to. And he's going to let us use it if we help him out with this thing. But first we gotta fight a two-headed snake. So, fun times. Also, Rev said pays your head instead of pats. Just saying. Okay, I'm just saying, if I can miss a blatantly obvious acronym that is immediately described, it's okay for you to fat finger pay versus pay. Totally fine. It really sucks that I don't have the, well, really any abilities as far as runes go. I don't know why I don't have any. I have, like, nothing equipped. I should be ashamed of myself. Well, we should be able to take this guy out relatively quickly. Just keep using Jowi's rules. Heal ourselves up. Now we stab it in the face. Well, faces. Also, is it me, or does that snake seem very gummy in the teeth? It just doesn't feel so threatening. Because it's just... Like, look at them little teeth. They're so tiny. And I highly doubt that this is a constrictor two-headed snake, because its tail isn't long enough. Just saying. And see, Rev, that's what I'm saying. I never come into a dungeon or any other sort of exploration-based thing without being 100% completely ready, prepared, and like, boom, let's do this. That is me to a T. I mean, obviously, that's the one thing. What is it? Healing herbs. Dang. After all that work. Womp womp. Do I have... Oh, he's kicking the herbs. Yeah, see, he may not have gotten what he wanted, but... we still held up our end of the bargain. Why won't it let me pick up the herbs? That's weird. Just like glitching out or something? Okay, this is seriously bothering me. Ah, shoot, wrong one. But see, I'm glad that Rev understands how I am always completely prepared, ready for anything. Nothing can or will get in my way. Uh-oh. Oh, bugger. Do we feel like this is one of those monkey's paw things where it's like you have the greatest treasure and it's like, where's healing herbs? And now we need healing herbs for her. Oh no! I'm just saying, if they're trying to put a lesson in all of this, that's not cool. I don't approve. Oh, bugger. Did it again. You know, if this is the case where healing herb is, like, super useful and actually heals a bunch of stuff, why don't we spend more time trying to find healing herbs? I feel like that would be the smart thing to do. Yeah, see? They consider them a treasure. But the real treasure is the friends we made along the way. I mean, duh. She's awake! She's speaking the words! Oh, man! She is the real treasure! Okay, that also feels like snake oil at this point. Because it's just like, oh, hey, you're super insanely sick? Here, have this magical herb. That will literally make you feel totally fine instantly. Poor Jowry. He went out, running around looking for somebody, comes back and she's totally fine. Poor guy. Okay, we are coming up to the point where I will be able to actually do the thing that I've been meaning to do. And essentially missing one of the recruitable characters. So this is where I ensure that we will not miss the person again. Right. I'm going to stay at the inn very quickly though, because she said that I can stay free. I just want to make sure I'm healed up. Okay. So now we head out to Muse, which is the big city over here. enter. And you know, this is something that always bugs me about RPGs. When it comes to traveling and, you know, just wandering around and everything, are we actually going around as, you know, a single person who has somehow created a singularity where everybody is sucked in? Or, you know, are we actually walking around as, excuse me, as 7 people, but you just can't be... I mean, you're not going to animate 7 people walking everywhere. It doesn't make sense. Sit. Sit. Oh, Jowie. I'm Pete. Dang it! We were so close! The portrayal of a 28-year-old woman was flawless. I'm just saying, there is something very special about mid-90s RPGs when it comes to the humor that they had. It's legitimately incredible. And it is why, to this day, Super Mario RPG is my favorite game of all time. That's for the Super Nintendo, for anyone who doesn't know or doesn't remember. It's true, a lot has happened. Ooh, possible ban of Vader. Monitoring. Oh, dang. Rev, we've got drama in the chat room. Aww. Oh, we have to reminisce. Just the 3 of us. It doesn't have quite the same ring. Tested badge. Did Q. Oh, Jowie feels that guilt, yo. And you know, something that we didn't ever see, at least in the previous partial playthrough, and something I'm still curious about, is if we see the main character from the previous game, from the first game. As yet, we haven't. We've seen Victor, we've seen Flick as the main leaders of the mercenary forces. But we've not seen the original main character. I think it would be funny if we did. But we'll have to see. Yeah, see, after all of this, the entire thing of going to the ruins and doing all that stuff was completely worthless. So, like, we went in to the ruins to help Alex find treasure. We ended up finding some leaves. Luckily, they were helpful, but that was all very self-contained. We got an entry permit that we couldn't actually use, but we still ended up where we wanted to be anyway. So, like, the entire previous hour and a half worth of gameplay is effectively pointless. Just putting it out there. I don't say that to be like a negative Nelly, but it is true. You know, I don't think I've ever seen Balloon in either of these games. Makes me feel weird. That's right, we had Johnny Two Capes! Oh, Johnny Two Capes. I still don't understand how that worked. Okay, cool. So we got our armor upgrade, which is nice. We did need that. Now we actually need to avoid the tavern, at least temporarily. Because we want to make sure that we can go and get all the stuff that we need here. Let's see, all of my defective urns. I have an antique defective urn and also apparently a flower pot. Because that's normal. It is. There's a mysterious rogue somebody or other. Now, it's a weird thing to complain about, but this bugs the crap out of me. We have fire orbs, water orbs, orb, but then when we equip it, it becomes a blank rune. So now we have a water rune that was equipped due to a water orb. It drives me absolutely insane. I know it's a dumb thing to be weirded out by, but it really does bug me. And I still don't understand how you can equip an orb to your head. But maybe that's just me. Okay, cool. So we got some more of that done. That's the tavern. We don't want to go there. Let me see. Actually, no, I think that's it. Okay. The fire lizard! I'm not going to attach the fire lizard orb because that one actually harms you when you're doing stuff. Oh. What? Who dis? Uh-huh. Okay. Clive! So this is the guy. This is the guy I missed. You can see how it's easy to miss. Because you need to go under this stupid little bridge. Weird. So basically they're doing like a game of cat and mouse type of shtick. But yeah. Fun fact though, that's literally all of it right now. And when I first played through this, I didn't do that. And I missed it. Thus, I wasn't able to do it. Alright, here we go. Now we talk to all these folks. Look, being a drug mill. Excuse you, Rev. I have parcels, okay? These parcels are obviously very important to what's-her-face. And here, let me see. Here, we'll show you. We'll prove it. Oh wait, key items probably. Yeah, see, knobbly objects. How could that possibly be bad? Little knobbly objects. Let's send Fitcher. He'd never let us down. You know, it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time before I understood what brown-nosing meant. We did! We lost our fort! A wolf that craves the scent of blood and fire. Oh, we had a fire earlier this morning. I didn't go. I wasn't sure if I should. Basically, somebody left a candle burning. Uh-oh. Currently a fugitive. Gecko. Oh. Master Genkaku is not in good health. Atone for our sins? What? Okay, Jess. We're gonna hang out with Jess. Okay. This really bothers me, is this guy in the bottom left corner here, literally just walking around in circles. Annoys the crap out of me. Although, I guess it makes sense, because I feel like this is a proper introduction or a proper display of what's it called, of the a proper display of the inner workings of a bureaucracy. Oh dang. I'm in. So we're going to infiltrate disguised as members of the Unicorn Brigade, which is what we were previously. But then there was betrayal, and it was just a big giant mess. Ooh, book. Okay, see, again, with these people just walking around in circles. I do imagine that is what some city employees do all day. They literally just walk around with a clipboard because it makes you look important. I mean, that's a well-known trick. Oh, dang. Sound set. Oh, no! Clive! Oh, she... The Howling Voice Guild. You have the guts to shoot, gunner. Oh dear! Go, Clive! Y'all aren't going to address the fact that we were just unwitting members of a shootout? We're just gonna... whatever. Saying. Weird. Seems weird to me. Alright, so the good news is, now we're going to be able to do all the stuff that we need to. Taking Millie. And we are taking Muku Muku. Let's do this, Muku Muku! Muku Muku got my back, yo. Seriously though, we were literally just in a shootout, and we're not gonna talk about that at all. Whatever. I guess. Sorry. I mentioned earlier that it's tough to do these things without a guide, and this is part of what I mean. I'm trying to make sure that I get all of the recruitable characters as much as I can, at least. Ooh. So, apparently she's supposed to join. Ah! 90 times. The answer is yes. Everything that I do and everything that I am is still based off of the assumption that that anytime I see somebody who has a portrait of themselves, I'm going to assume that I can recruit them somehow, some way. Alright, here we go. We gotta go do a couple things here. I would also just like to say that I love the fact that Muku Muku has a fire orb. Just gonna frickin' torch everyone as Muku Muku. So we gotta head back real quick. Y'all may not have seen, but we need to go back to the Mercenary Fortress, which is back this way. Oh no! Oh, poor dog. I feel like I should be able to do something for that dog. Like, isn't it against the gaming law that you can't leave a dog unpet? Not to mention leaving a dog alone. Sad. law of video games. If anyone says that you can't pet the dog, you're just not trying hard enough. Don't forget that, folks. Alright, here we go. Templeton! He kicked me. A map? Okay. Here. We're gonna head over to the checkpoint after we grab Templeton. So keep in mind, this entire area of the map has basically been destroyed because the big bad guy kind of just rampaged through here and literally burned everything to the ground. So that's why our cartographer friend here is all like, oh, what do I do? Oh, woe is me. Won't let them destroy everything I went through the trouble of mapping. I mean, it's good to have goals, I guess, right? Like, I'm sick of these militaries burning down all of our villages. It's ruining my map. It's like, okay, I guess. You know, I've heard worse reasons to go to war, so I guess we can just kind of roll with it. We have permission. See, I thought homie was going to talk into his walkie-talkie. Be like, oh yeah, we need to confirm. Godspeed. Did we actually split up, though? I feel like we didn't actually split up. Get him, Muku Muku! Apparently there should be something here. Seems like it might be something. Alright. Now, something I will say is that for better or worse, we are almost at... we're almost back at the point where we were during our first playthrough, and in addition to that, we are also now set to get everybody that we missed. And one thing I will say is that similarly to what we had in the first game, I imagine that we have probably the exact same thing in here as well, but as yet we have not seen it. Where in the last game we had all of the smiths, like the smith, blacksmith, and they, in order to get all of them, we had to make our party like all smiths. Everybody was a smith in the entire party. There is something similar that we do with squirrels. So having Muku Muku with us will pay off eventually. Not right now, not yet, but eventually it will. Trust me. And I'm guessing that we're going to do something similar with smiths. The reason that I bring it up is because we're getting close to the point where we get our proper headquarters that we actually operate out of. So we'll see. Hooray! Wow. A lot of running into bad guys. I mean, I understand random encounters, don't get me wrong, but this is kind of ridiculous. I feel like this is something that we could have got previously. Oh my god! Seriously? Like, seriously? But no, seriously? Probably a bad idea to use all of my slots. But we'll make it work. Seriously though, considering that these are random encounters, there's an awful lot of them that happen immediately after one another. Why are there so many? This is insane! Seriously, I don't get it! Absolutely ridiculous. I didn't want to have to use more magic on the stupid evil bunnies with the giant blades of death. Oh, that sucks. I thought that the water room was better than that. I thought that we got an all heal spell earlier on. I guess I was just gonna say. But like something that heals everybody in the party. So, regardless, incidentally, what we're going to do now, we're going to finish this up. We may get to the Highland checkpoint, but regardless, whenever I see another or a save point, I'm gonna go ahead and save and head out because it is about that time. It is Valentine's Day, so you know we gotta do the Valentine's thing of awesomeness. All right, here we go. I don't think this takes too long, so we should be okay. We'll see. Yeah. Get some butter. Let these guys in. They came to get some butter. Yes. You couldn't be spies with faces like that. Uh-huh. Now, some of you may be asking yourself about the butter. Something to note is that butter does not go bad if it's out at room temperature. Everybody insists on putting it in the fridge. It does not need to be in the fridge. It is not a requirement. It is one of those foods that is very, very difficult to spoil because of its molecular structure. Okay, so 2 weeks is ending it fast? I don't understand, personally. That's just me, maybe. Oh, that's true. You would have had heavy salting as well. Intruders! I want the chest. Yay, we got it. Okay, run away. Should we go in here? Jari, so level-headed. I love it. Run. How am I supposed to get away when, like, the only exit is blocked? I feel like it's kind of setting me up for failure, you know? I don't appreciate that. Let's go in the big mysterious tent. Unsalted butter, so that makes sense. Even so, it takes a while for it to go bad. Butter, that is. It won't take but a moment. Oh, dang. I'm still caught up on the whole, like, there's 2 weeks worth of provisions, but apparently 2 weeks is a short amount of time. I feel like that's forever. Just saying. Aww. Going to serve tea because you're going to be here for a while. Is that acceptable behavior in the city-states? Oh, Jowry. Is it short for an army? I don't know, maybe. You said something to the effort of this kingdom betrayed us, and I won't let it stand. Yeah, dude, he's insane. The extent of my influence as a woman. Oh, so sad. I bet we're gonna meet again. You have a portrait, so I might be able to recruit you later. Oh, bugger. Oh, dear! It's okay. We have our buddy attack. Dang. I feel like this is a bad idea. See, I've played at least part of this game. I played the entirety of the first one, but I never really used the runes a lot. I focused mainly on just regular attacks. I feel like that's a bad idea. Run! Oh no. Oh yeah, totally. He's totally going to be absolutely 100% fine. Because, you know, hanging out, standing around, waiting for, you know, like, death and dying and whatnot, it's totally normal. And you never actually die when you stay behind to sacrifice yourself, right? So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and save. Oh. Actually, maybe I can go to White Deer. Save there. Maybe Nanami won't bug me if I try it here. Alright, perfect. So like I said, this is a good stopping point for us. We got some good progress in. We did get to talk to Clive, so that's excellent. We also defeated a boss guy, and you know, we're working on being all sneaky spies and all that kind of stuff. But this is good because we are very, very near. Well, maybe not very, very, but we are near where we were before, and that is some very good news. I am glad for that. We don't have too much farther to go in order to get our headquarters, and eventually, well, not eventually, but relatively soon, getting Clive. Finally have Clive. Great. So, yeah. Well, that said, you all take care of yourselves. Have a good time. Stay well, be well. And so next week I should be here also. So next week is going to be what, the 21st, 22nd, something around there. I don't really have much going on, but hopefully I will see you all then. So take care of yourselves. Have a good week. Have a good time, and hopefully we'll see you next week. So bye bye everyone.